All of the devices controlled by the Reach ECU are given infrared codes, like your television remote, or X10 or Insteon codes, so it's important to store all of the codes in the IR library. To open the IR library, make sure that the hammer and wrench icon is down. Then simply click on the IR library icon, which looks like a file cabinet. On the left-hand side, you'll see the device list. Each device can be expanded to show its commands. While Device Library is selected, you'll notice two buttons that are present, which will allow us to create a device and import codes from another menu. To create a new device, click on Create Device. You will be prompted to give the new device a name. Let's call it Thermostat. The new device will appear at the bottom of the list to the left. With this new device selected, you'll notice that we have some options to the right. We can rename the device with this field. We can delete the new device with this button, and we can add a command to the device with this button. If we click on Add a Command, we will be prompted to give the new command a name. Let's call it Raise Temp. Now if we expand the thermostat device, we'll see that our new command is listed under it. If we select our new command, we'll see the options for the command to the right. First, we can rename the command with this field, or give the command a description with this field. Next, we can learn the IR codes from the equipment we'd like to control. If the equipment is infrared, then we'll need the remote control handy with fresh batteries installed. Simply click on the Learn button, point the remote at the transceiver on the back of the Reach ECU, and press the button on the remote that corresponds with the command we're currently working with. You'll notice the signal quality and learning progress bars had some activity. Once the code is learned, you'll see a numbered code fill up this field. We can immediately test the code with our equipment to make sure that it received a good code. If your equipment does not respond when testing the code, relearn the code by clicking on Learn and starting the process over again. We can use the extension count field to lengthen the IR transmission. Some equipment requires the IR code to be transmitted for a longer period of time and may not recognize the standard 0 extension count. If the equipment is not responding consistently, increase the extension count. The Delete button will simply allow us to delete the command from our device. If the equipment we're controlling is not infrared but uses X10 codes, we can click on the X10 button. Select our house code, our device code, and our action. Then click OK. Now this command will send out a radio frequency code for the X10 or Insteon equipment. This X10 option will only be present if the X10 hardware is installed on the back of the Reach ECU. Now we must assign the commands in the IR library to the individual buttons. To learn more on this procedure, check out the video on assigning commands to a button.